Natural gas and oil touches virtually every facet of our life, right? From heating our homes and fueling transportation to life-saving medical devices and cosmetics at the drugstore. Well, the new State of American Energy Report has just been released, and Mike Summers, president and CEO of the American Petroleum Institute, is joining us to discuss these results. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly. Great to be with you.
Yeah, so I'm kind of eager to talk with you because, again, talk about this report and why first we should matter, what this report says. Why should we be paying attention to this?
Yes. Well, first of all, what this report shows is that the United States is the world leader in both energy production, oil and natural gas production, and we're the world leader in environmental performance. Emissions continue to go down in this country, even while our energy production has increased. And that's a great success story for the American people.
So what else did this report say? Does it point out things that we should improve, where we should go from here in this new year?
So another big thing that this points out is that about 10.9 million American jobs are supported by the natural gas and oil industry. And these are great paying jobs. These are jobs in computer engineering and data analytics and systems engineering and geology. And we're open for business. This is an industry that is focused on employing the best Americans who are interested in improving the lives of every American in the United States.
I know something that you guys want to discuss this morning, you and your team, is this U.S. energy leadership, what that means for us as a nation, and where do we go from here? Talk about the importance of that.
Well, let's think about all of the big events that have happened overseas in the last few years. I mean, you just look today at the volatile situation going on in the Middle East. A decade ago, if that kind of situation happened, prices would have spiked significantly at the gas pump and certainly in heating your home. But as a consequence of U.S. energy leadership, as a consequence of the surge in production in the United States, you're not seeing, though, that price volatility. And that is good for American consumers. So we need to keep this production going, and we need to fend off any ideas that we should stop that production in the United States.
You know, I might be a little biased, but I'm a mom. I have 3 kids at home running, day to day. Why should the average viewer this morning, why should the average family really pay attention to this? And because I think sometimes we think, oh, it just doesn't, that's just going to run its course. It's going to do its own thing. Why should we really pay attention to this in 2020, do you think?
Well, one of the reasons why you should really pay attention to this is, just 10 years ago, we don't have to go far back in our history. We were dependent on other sources, other countries for our energy. So you think about whether those countries were. They were in a very volatile situation in the Middle East, or in Venezuela, or in Russia. These are countries that are hostile to the United States. We would rather get our energy from right here at home, from American workers, from American production, rather than overseas. We're in a position of leadership now in the United States that we haven't seen in almost all of our history. That's an exciting prospect, and it's good for the pocketbook, good for working moms, good for families.
Do you think that trend is going to continue from here?
It sure is. In fact, we've doubled production just in the last 10 years, and we expect trends like that to continue. But we need the right policies in place, and we need to elect the right people to make sure those policies are in place.
All right. Where would you send people if they want to find out more about this report and what it means to them? Where can people go for more info this morning?
You can go to api.org, api.org, if you'd like to learn more.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time this morning.